What is going on, everybody? We're here. We're live. And Jay, is that a green screen behind you or are you back home?
I'm home. I'm home. And my Twitter just died, man. Can you check? I've been trying, I had this something pulled up I was going to share, and it's like, it's dead
Twitter
for me.
is, it's spinning right now, actually.
Yeah, it's dead for me.
Something went wrong.
As soon as we went live. I don't get it.
The intro killed Twitter.
I don't know. Guess we'll see.
I can't load at the home screen, but I can still go to my DMs and click on links and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was gonna share something with you. Just to start the day off right here. There's a Charlie Sheen documentary coming out on Netflix, and it looks like according to Barstool Sports, and it looks to be a must-watch. What the heck? I heard this man has had a ridiculous life. Apparently, he has AIDS, right? And he's also did a lot of cocaine. Am I right on that, or am I thinking about somebody else? I don't know. Charlie Sheen.
The drugs 100%. Does Charlie Sheen have HIV?
Did he not come out and say he had HIV?
He is HIV positive. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
I don't think he has AIDS, but I do think he is HIV positive.
There we go. Okay, so HIV positive, cocaine. He was in Major League, Young Guns. Hot Shots were kind of my favorite Charlie Sheen films. Right? Do you have one in particular that stands out? He died in Young Guns. He had a crazy death in Young Guns.
All those are great. He was in 2.5 Men for 10 fucking years or whatever.
That's true.
Didn't they replace him after some big controversy and Ashton Kutcher came in?
Something like
didn't they kill off his character in 2.5 Men?
I think I watched 2 seasons of that, and then you kind of moved on. So yeah, he did get kicked. The chat says he got kicked off. He's got an interesting family life, I bet. So I guess they said, let's just do a documentary.
I mean, any man that has a really bad drug problem and has found a way to get HIV, there's a lot of stories there. Certainly a more interesting life than mine.
Much more interesting than anything I could produce. Who was he dating, though? What was the name of the girl that he was dating? That hot girl.
Denise Richards?
Yeah, is that it? That's who he was. Was he married to her?
I think so, for a long time. For a while. I don't fucking know, dude.
What a life.
Charlie Sheen's had a crazy life.
Yeah. Yep. What a life. You gonna watch the Netflix documentary? I can't imagine. I wonder if they put everything in there.
If it comes up on Netflix, I will probably at some point watch it.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Netflix puts out a lot of shit that I watch, to be honest with you. A lot of documentary, random shit, stuff like that.
So once I know, man, I watch all the murder documentaries on how to, all that stuff. Crazy.
Yeah,
I can't stop watching. I watched the whole thing. It's the last one I watched was some lady back in the, I think, was it 80s or 90s? She got missing from a cruise and no one knew what happened to her. And then they found
they keep finding
people recognizing her in some kind of sex trafficking thing. Holy crap, dude. It's freaking crazy.
On some random little islands in the Caribbean, the dude who was the guy who was the bass player for the band that played. His daughter came forward because she said she thinks something is suspicious, and he continues to deny everything. But that guy had been spotted with her multiple times. She'd been seen in bathroom stalls crying because these people were going to murder her family if she didn't. Yeah, it is pretty wild. She's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, I couldn't stop watching. Binged it.
But what do you think's going to happen once you put this documentary out, though, right? If your belief is that this girl is still out there somewhere, whatever, once all this gets out, what am I going to do if I'm one of the people that are involved in keeping her captive and using her as a sex slave, whatever? I'm going to chop that bitch up, put her in a suitcase, and dump her in the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to live.
So even if she was still alive, she's dead now that thing's out. You put that document, that's a death sentence.
Yeah. I agree.
But it's good entertainment, so I'm whatever.
I agree. Every time Netflix has dropped a lot of documentaries on cruises, you see a lot of clips coming out from Carnival Cruise, and it makes me happy that I'm not a cruiser. I'm not one of those people. When I used to live in Fort Lauderdale, I would go on cruises a lot because they would offer like the port there. You get these emails and be like, "Hey, we're trying to fill our ship for $25, $50. You can go on a cruise because they're trying to fill their ship up." And so I did that a few times, like the discount. But the more and more I see cruises, the more and more I want nothing to do with it. They had the poop cruise, Carnival Cruise got problems, and now like this. I don't want to get kidnapped and thrown into a sex trafficking ring.
I'm going to be real. A standard, normal, everyday Carnival Cruise seems worse than either of those other two situations. But it is a good question, Jay. Would you rather be a sex slave that's forced to have sex with men for the next like 20 or 30 years of your life? Or would you rather just die? Like, what would your choice be?
I'd want to go to heaven. That's it. I'd rather be in heaven.
What if you weren't going to heaven?
I'm pretty sure I'll be there.
Wow. But what if you weren't? And the choice is just death. Like, no, like, eternal life with Jesus, nothing like that. Just death or getting fucked by men for the next 30 years.
I still think I'd want to die.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I think I'd be good with just,
So when you think about it that way, I think that she's fine probably with the documentary coming out.
You're probably right.
Just a guess.
A good guess. Yeah, you're probably right.
But yeah, Charlie Sheen documentary probably sounds like a must watch. Eddie Brock, new Jurassic Park Survival trailers out. Please react.
Really?
Jurassic Park Survival? What is that?
Let me my Twitter
video game.
Let me see if I can find that.
Darth Manic for $5. What's up, Kings? Ryan, how are the puppies? Is that a Photoshop picture of me surrounded by dogs?
Look at that.
It looks kind of like me.
My Twitter is not working, so I can't search for anything.
And that's the only way you would look up Jurassic Park Survival?
Well, if the clip was on Twitter, it's easier to share
than on YouTube.
Well, that's how I've always done it. I'll keep looking.
Jurassic Park Survival behind the scenes featurette. I see behind the scenes featurette. So that's just, we're not going to watch a 6-minute behind the fucking scenes thing for this video game.
That's all I see.
Yeah, the announcement trailer is from a year ago. So thank you, Eddie. Eddie Brock, Jay, the question is on everyone's mind about Gina. Have you ever been on her ranch? What's her favorite meal? What did you think I was asking?
Yes. I don't know what her favorite meal is.
Doug May, Red Dawn with Swayze. I think they should do a remake.
Oh, Charlie Sheen was in Red Dawn?
I think they should do a remake of that.
Did they not?
Well, a new remake, a remake. All Down syndrome cast, call it Red Down. I think those are the types of remakes we need more of. You'd watch that, wouldn't you?
Yes. I didn't see the remake to Red Dawn. Weren't they fighting Koreans?
I think it was like, initially it was supposed to be China, and then maybe it was supposed to be North Koreans or Chinese, but then they just did something to like remove all idea of what they were because they didn't want to piss people off. Something like that.
So all Asians look alike to the studios.
Yeah. But well, there are decisions that happen like that, right? They think of, if we do this, what will it do? So because especially back in the day when people wanted the fucking Chinese box office or whatever, it might have been they were going to do China and then they switched to North Korea because they didn't want to alienate the potential Chinese box office and stuff. That might have been it. Remember Top Gun Maverick when it looked like they had removed a specific thing from Maverick's jacket in the initial like reveal and then they changed it back? Yeah, so the studios do worry about those kinds of things. Alex McCarthy. It's Thursday, and Jay is home. Charlie Sheen led a life. Super Lame comes out tomorrow. James Gunn probably thinks it's still a success. Hail the S tier. Arcade 3PO, Meta PC code, RK Outpost, or Drunk 3PO. A big $20.
Alex coming with a 20.
Alex. Big baller. Thank you, Alex. Shout out to Alex. The Good White for 5. I know what you mean, Jay. A bunch of cruisers moved into my neighborhood and the property values have plummeted.
Is that the term now?
Golden Nuggets for £5. Ryan, would you rather have mind-blowing sex with Whoopi Goldberg? It feels amazing. Or boring, emotionless sex with Brie Larson, and she's got an STD?
That's not even a fair question.
Yeah, I'd obviously choose Brie Larson. So no, it's not a fair question.
We'll take the STD over Whoopi any day. I could deal with an itch.
Doug May for $1.99. It's awful. Don't waste your time.
What's awful? Cruise?
Red Down.
Jurassic Park.
We also need a all Down syndrome remake of Black Hawk Down. And the truth is, like, the reason isn't because the helicopter gets shot. It's being flown by actual people with Down syndrome, so they keep crashing them. Lord Slosh for 5. Jurassic Park survival teaser. Obnoxiously brown woman protagonist. Unreal 5 pre-alpha. No gameplay slop. Can't wait. Well, yeah, what I saw was like a 6-minute thing, so we're probably not going to watch that. But Boba Raelius for 5. The least believable part of Red Dawn is that people would follow Josh Peck into combat. I do think he was in there, yeah. Platoon and Wall Street are my go-to Sheen movies.
Oh, that's right, man.
Platoon
Wall Street. Did you like the second Wall Street with Shia LaBeouf? Because I think
I never watched that one.
I didn't mind it. Charlie Sheen does make a cameo in there, and he's like a billionaire. He's like they talk about the first film for a second, and then he's like, yeah, I sold all that stock and made millions, and that was like his like 5-minute cameo, I believe, in that film. I didn't hate it.
Cool. And then Francisco Sanchez Jr. for 5. I remember when RMB said Superman 25 make $1 billion. He was totally ignoring the box office history of Superman movies with that take. I don't remember exactly what RMB talked about when it came to it, but we have heard a lot of takes about Superman over the past. And of course, I don't have this anymore because Twitter is still down for me like it is for you. All right, never mind. It just reloaded. It just reloaded for me, Jay. So I have what I wanted. Yep. Just for me,
get all the luck. Ryan gets all the good luck.
Yeah. Jay's never fucking lucked into anything in his life.
Just saying.
But we do have to talk about Superman a little bit because the narrative surrounding Superman over the past month has been a little bit crazy, quite frankly. We've seen a lot of sensitivity surrounding anybody who may like or maybe working for Warner Brothers. When you mention, hey, this movie still has a little ways to go before it makes its money back at the theaters, you've seen an immense amount of pushback and people claiming, no, well, what about this? What about this? What about this? And, you know, James Gunn, very quick to shoot down anything about the budget potentially being higher than Warner Brothers said, really slamming people that have the gall to say, well, it hasn't quite broken even at the theaters yet. All of this stuff, very sensitive. The same James Gunn who also told people it's going to be a long, long time before this movie goes digital. Don't you worry about it. Well, yesterday we found out that it's going to digital tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
35 days after its theatrical release. Now, this is becoming a little bit more normal, the new normal, like kind of a 45-day to digital release, which is not great for theaters. And in reality, it trains a lot of people to why worry about going to see something in theaters when I know it's going to come out pretty quickly. And right after it comes on video on demand, it's probably going to come out on streaming a month after that. So, do I really need to go all the way to the theater just to see this movie?
Exactly.
But 35 days is really fucking fast.
That is, yeah. I mean, we just got the announcement now that Thunderbolts is coming to Disney Plus. I think at the end of this week, maybe something along those lines.
And it's coming to like August 27th or something.
Yeah,
that.
At the end of the month. That's right. Near the end of the month. That's right.
We do need to clarify that's a different thing than
correct.
Digital.
That's not buying the movie. This is to purchase the movie like on Amazon or wherever they're going to sell it.
Any type of video on demand. Yeah,
correct. But then you're right though. In just a few weeks, it'll be available to rent, or it'll like what streaming service will this end up being on?
HBO Max, obviously.
HBO, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to be too much longer after this. I think Blu-ray comes out sometime mid-September, so like about a month after it releases on video on demand. It is very, very quick. And personally, I think it's one because it's significantly slowed at the box office. It's probably going to end somewhere in that 620 range, which despite every single headline and every person repeating, look at beat Man of Steel, it hasn't and it won't. Here's Superman. Here's Man of Steel. It's not going to get to 670, especially with an early digital release. But I do think it gives them the opportunity to say, well, we saw such huge, immense popularity on video on demand, and we really made a lot of money from that. So that made this thing profitable. I think that's going to be what they're saying. The thing is, we never get to see those numbers for video on demand.
No, they do that on purpose. They do that on purpose so we can't say stuff like that, or we can't see if there's any proof or evidence or anything. But yes. It looks like they're sticking with James Gunn. And like, we're going to get the whole Gunn universe.
Well, look, I think that unless this movie made like under $500 million, we kind of talked about that.
Yeah.
I don't think there was ever a chance of them cutting and running. They've obviously got a lot of things in the works and a lot of commitments and things already been filmed like Supergirl and stuff like that. But James Gunn is talking about his next movie in the Superman saga and also telling you that Peacemaker's like the most important thing for the future of the DCU. So, Jay, does that make you excited to know that the R-rated, nudity-filled Peacemaker, which I don't have any problems with, but this is the thing where you're like revealing the future of the DC universe. Let's listen to James Gunn.
Well, it's a big part. I mean, definitely Superman leads directly into Peacemaker. Should be noted that this is for adults, not for children. But Superman leads into this show, and then we have the setting up of all of the rest of the DCU in this season of Peacemaker. It's incredibly important. Lots of guest stars coming up, lots of characters that are going to show up that we've already met in Superman. And I don't think there's anything I've ever done that I love more than this season of Peacemaker. So I'm so excited for people to see it.
Okay. Peacemaker is on streaming. And you're telling me that this guy didn't learn from Marvel that if you make people do homework, they're not going to come and see your films. If he's literally suggesting that you've got to watch, I don't know if he like stretched it that far, but if we're getting to that point where you got to watch Peacemaker season 2 in order to see the new characters coming up, that is disaster written all over it. It didn't work for Marvel. And it sounds like they're going the same road as Marvel. It's like, we got to make films, but we got to get people to pay our streaming service. So you've got, it's a twofold thing here, Mr. Gunn. So you got to push people towards streaming so they'll want to watch the streaming and stay involved in your universe. That is disastrous. So, I mean, look at Marvel. It didn't work. They even came out and said, you don't have to do homework to enjoy the Fantastic Four. It's too late. It's too late. The fact that they came out and said that, they know that people hated doing that. They didn't want to do that. And if this is going the same route, oof, it's going to be rough, man. Like, how much do you think Supergirl will actually make at the box office? That's got to be a low budget film.
The budget is reportedly similar to it's similar to what they've reported for the Superman movie.
Jeez, for
200, 225, somewhere around that. Now, the irony is there's no way that those two movies cost the same amount to make because the Superman budget is likely way higher, like we saw in those tax documents, all of that shit. But yeah, I kind of agree with you. Especially to do it for Peacemaker season 2, which you've already got all these problems with contradictions and canon. You've got characters that existed in Peacemaker season 1 that are from the old DC universe. You've got but now season 2 is fully in the DCU, and they're picking and choosing what things are and are not hangovers or still canon or whatever, which already is kind of a strange thing. But you're also going to get it super into pocket dimensions and multiverses. There's going to be multiple Peacemakers in this already. You're introducing this stuff. And to do it in, again, like a mature rated
that's what I'm saying.
Peacemaker show is just, I don't care, right? Because I could watch it if I wanted, whatever. But just based off the tone and everything that Superman had, it's weird.
You literally, I remember us talking that Superman was definitely geared for a younger audience. And now you're trying to say, watch an adult thing to understand like what's coming in the DC universe. Yeah, that's not very smart.
I do respect the effort that John Cena goes to when he's promoting Peacemaker to go around in his outfit, do interviews in his outfit, like all of that stuff. He totally buys in on it. And I love that. I just wish I liked his character in the show more. But James Gunn did talk about the next thing coming. And I think this might be the first time we heard these words uttered.
I've already finished the treatment for the next story in what I'll call the Superman saga. The treatment's done, which means a very, very worked out treatment, and I'm working on that, and hopefully going into production on that. Not too far away from today.
The Superman saga, the next movie in the Superman saga, which you'd think would be Superman, Supergirl, and then whatever this next movie is talking about is. And truthfully, people are like, we need a Superman sequel, blah, blah, blah. This was certainly not a standalone movie. This was an ensemble movie. Supergirl's probably going to be somewhat in a similar vein, and I would imagine whatever this next movie is called, there's going to be a fuck ton of characters in it. That's just what we see, apparently, and that's what we'll see going forward. But I don't know, Jay, you feeling good about the future of DC in the capable hands of James Gunn?
No, not at all. I'm not excited. I don't care. I don't care. Like Supergirl, I don't even know if that's like something I even want to go spend my money on to go watch, honestly. But I guess we'll see after they release some teaser trailers. It's just going to be a college party girl that has superpowers. Like that's what they're going to go for. She gets her dog back, so maybe Crypto will be in Supergirl as well.
Crypto's going to be all in that movie, 100%.
Yeah, so
he's going to be dragging Millie Alcock back to the Fortress of Solitude while she's drunk or got fucking Krypton roofied or something. Got date raped, who knows? A lot of possibilities.
Then go watch Peacemaker to see some nudity, kids. That's what it's all about. That's what the James Gunn universe is all about. Let's go for it. I don't know, man. Anytime you hear the words like go watch a streaming service to see what's coming up next, that is just bad business. But maybe that was part of his contract to like make movies and then get people to sign up for streaming since they're just doing so poorly.
Streaming is streaming is important for Hollywood. There's no doubt about it. I think the way you should probably go about it is tell people that it's super important and connects things and blah, blah, blah. That's how you should advertise it and tell them. So hopefully they watch it. But then there actually shouldn't be anything very important that happens in those things.
Correct.
To like dissuade people from not feeling caught up when they go see a movie or whatever. But that you have this like line you have to walk where, okay, is it really just a fucking waste of time to watch these things? Is nothing important going to happen in the grand scheme of things? Or are you going to have to force people to watch this because this is where you're setting the stage for all this stuff?
But
it's a fine line to try to figure out where to go with that.
No, I always assumed that streaming would be more of like side adventures, such as the Penguin. I thought that was a perfect streaming show that if you're invested in that universe and you're like, hey, we got a series on the Penguin that's in that universe, it kind of doesn't take away from anything that's going on, but it tells a different story. I think those are perfect to send people over to streaming. And like what Marvel did was horrible. It was like, you got to watch this. And then they released a guide where you have to you'll understand if you watch all this and where Kang came from and all that. It's like, no, man, no. I just want to plop on the couch and turn it on. That's why I'm watching stuff about cruises and how horrible they are, because I don't want to do homework just to go watch a movie. It's ridiculous. The only homework we ever got was to stay at the end credits. All right. When we watch Marvel films, you want homework? You better stay to the end credits. So I had to watch every Bill, Tom, Dick, Harry's name go up while I waited for some end credit scene, whether it was important or not. That's what we did. That was my homework. Nothing else. I stayed. I watched your end credits.
It's crazy that Marvel created this. They popularized. We should
end credit scene
of these end credit scenes to the point where now people will go to see a random movie and after it ends, they'll get to their phone and Google, "Is there an end credit scene in this thing?"
I know. I do it all the time.
Yeah, to know if you should waste your time or not.
Hey, you want to see something cool that was just dropped? This is neat. This gets me a little excited. Maybe this is from the Spider-Man set. The freaking Punisher van. That looks freaking awesome. As a Punisher fan, I don't know if they're gonna. I mean, it is Disney, but
you saw that picture they put out of them filming the Punisher special where he had just the full vest on.
It looked awesome. I mean, I would have liked if they went a little bit further and put the white gloves on, from the comic, but that's okay. I think we got a good Punisher, but the van looks pretty cool. Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. We'll see. Spider-Man movies haven't really disappointed all that much.
Yeah, they're doing so much of that stuff out in the open because they're filming in the streets and all of that stuff. And I think they want it. I think they want people talking about this instead of talking about another disappointment at the box office with Fantastic Four.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Probably.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind, that is a Sony production.
Right.
Yes, certainly Marvel Studios involved, but that is a Sony production. And as a result, Sony reaps the lion's share of the benefits from that. Sony gets about 75% of the profits from those movies. Marvel gets about 25%. The other thing
about that Spider-Man movie, the rumors that are out that they're going to get Savage Hulk.
It's wild that these are rumors and reports. If you remember Gary, I don't know if Gary's in the chat. Sometimes Gary's hanging out. Gary talked about this a year ago or more. He said, and I think he revealed it. I think he talked about this openly and not just to me or whatever. That Punisher and Savage Hulk were going to be in this movie. He specifically said Savage Hulk. And so now we know Punisher's in it. Hulk has been confirmed. Now Savage Hulk is being talked about. So
how are they going to turn Professor Hulk into Savage Hulk? Huh.
I don't know. They're just he's gonna get exposed to some other type of
probably. It's like, I'm gonna try to change back to human. And now I'm Savage Hulk again.
Which is good. I'm tired
of Professor Hulk. It's a great thing. Professor Hulk was dumb. I mean, that was just the way they got the characters in there. So I was hoping they would have a Hulk Thanos another fight, but no, he just snapped the fingers, burnt his arm up. That's about it. Oh well. Can't get everything you want in life, I guess.
Thomas Whited, Thomas the Terrible. Yes, Charlie Sheen was in Red Dawn, also the Three Musketeers. He was in Three Musketeers, and I love that movie.
That's right.
I love that movie.
I forgot about that. That was a great film.
Logan Johnson, seeing Shin Godzilla in theaters later today, since I missed out on it 9 years ago. Looking forward to it. Hail to you guys. And the 199. That's right. The old 199. Everybody's favorite. Ronan for $1 on Rumble says Supergirl college party girl on her period. End of days. Maybe. Affects everybody different. Some people's periods hit them really fucking hard. Some people's like, whatever. Maybe she's one of those whatevers. Maybe not. Maybe it destroys her for a couple days. That happens, man. Jake Skywalker. What are you laughing at?
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know?
I wouldn't know about a girl's period. I guess.
I mean, the different people that I've been with, like, it affects everybody differently. There are some people when you have no idea when they're actually like in that part of their cycle. There's some people that it affects a lot, whether it's emotional, whether it's mood, or whether it's like actually physically, it just affects them more. It just is. It's just different for all girls.
All I know is when a bunch of girls get together for a long period of time, they cycle together. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I can't confirm any of that shit, but yeah. There's a sound in the intro that sounds like a J toot. Love you guys. What do you think?
I'm clapping during the intro, man. You see me.
Andre CR. Now Tom from Midnight's Edge can buy 10,000 copies of Superman and sleep with them like Jeremy in his Trump pillow. I am sure Tom's like super excited for like Steelbook, 4K, all that stuff. I know he really likes the movie. Vlad the Man for 199. Hello, guys. Jay, you know, write toilet paper, but why?
I prefer dude wipes.
Francisco Sanchez Jr. for 5. Supergirl will make less than Superman 25. James Gunn's run at DC will last maybe 5 or 7 years. We'll see what they can, build up to and introduce and stuff like that. Taker for 2. Reporter, are you bipolar? Sheen, I'm by winning. Thank you, Taker. John Kennedy, judo master, needs his own movie. Fight me. I don't want to fight you. The Under Armour gamer, yesterday my favorite team sold. I'm super happy. Your favorite team sold. Your favorite team sold. Minnesota Twins were on the market for a while, but I thought they weren't getting sold. You're talking about a sports team that got sold to ownership change here, an ownership change or something. I don't know. Might have missed that one. 0 for $2 says shiitake.
Yes.
Dude man for 5. Just showing some love to y'all.
What's up, dude man?
Thanks, dude man. Oh, the Blazers officially got sold yesterday, huh? I didn't see that. $4 billion.
Good thing. Gosh.
I mean, Portland, they have struggled to put together and keep together a competitive team there. So,
Ryan, I want to ask you a question.
All right.
Apparently, Sydney Sweeney has made a Baskin Robbins ad. I'm sure you've seen it.
We talked about it the other day.
Yeah. Well, the hate brigade or whatever is out in full force. This person writes, I used to go to Baskin Robbins every day after work. But from now on, I'll be going to Dairy Queen. I will not support a company that has no respect for diversification. Must show these companies that we won't stand to be excluded. Ryan, what do you think this person looks like if they went to Baskin Robbins every single day after work?
My guess, I'm going to make a guess that this person is fat, female, and black. How close am I?
I disagree. I think it's blue-haired, fat, and white. White. God, I'm laughing and saying at the same. That's what I think. White progressive women are the problem with America. That's all I'm saying. Like, they're the ones that cry this stuff the most, in my opinion. But if you went to Baskin Robbins every single day after work, I think you got bigger problems on your hand than a Sydney Sweeney commercial. That's all I have to say. But hey, good on you, Dairy Queen. You gained yourself a loyal customer.
Bro, I love Dairy Queen, by the way.
Gravy. Dairy Queen gravy is where it's at. I should get
a basket with the gravy.
They sell a tub of that I should get for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that shit's good. That's fire. The flamethrower burger is pretty good as well. The burgers are decent. And man, whether you want a blizzard or whatever, or just a straight up, you know what? Give me a swirl cone, you know? Give me a half chocolate, half vanilla. I eat the shit out of that. I love their soft serve.
Their soft serve is top tier.
I used to have a Dairy Queen that was on the way back to my house when I was living in Virginia. I stopped there a lot. And that was when I was driving a car. I had manual transmission on that car, which was fine. But I started to have problems when I had an ice cream cone in my hand. I was trying to drive, stick shift, and I was texting at the same time. That's when I did not have enough. I didn't have enough appendages to be able to do all these things, but somehow I made it work. Never got in an accident or anything like that.
That's good. I used to get the mixed swirl, and they would dip it in that chocolate that would make it that hard shell.
I don't like that one for some reason. I'll eat it, but what about dilly bars? You like dilly bars?
Dilly bars are great.
Old people
Dairy
love
Queen
dilly
was just
bars.
like, I had one next to me in Fort Lauderdale. Like it was when I lived there. It was the stop. We just went there all the time. Probably too much.
I love Dairy Queen, man.
I don't think there's one near me now. So
after Little League games, we used to go to Dairy Queen. It's the best. It was the best. We got a $50 super chat from WG. What's up, WG? Brought to you by the WG Foundation, supporting the arts since 2020. Man, it is a stretch to call these things the arts, WG, but we appreciate the donation regardless. Shout out to our main man, WG. The arts, more like the farts. All right, Jay?
I accept it.
Ronan for $2 on Rumble. Jay wants to catch a fight on tape at the theme park, but forget that he tripped poo at from that one time.
I never tripped him.
As a purveyor of violent acts, just go to FurryCon, Jay.
I think it would be funny to go to FurryCon. I just don't know if I could handle the smell. That's all. Just don't think I could handle the smell.
I couldn't handle the prison sentence that I would inevitably have to serve after I made an appearance there. Jim Watari for 10. Hey, I should be able to say shiitake.
Japanese. What's up, Jim?
Jim Watari. Retro Night, Alien Earth disappointing so much potential. I have to watch that at some point today. I don't really care too much about it.
Where can you watch that at?
Hulu, I think.
Oh.
It's a series.
Yeah.
Corvus 6 for 5. Jay, late to the stream. I emailed you last night. Did you find anything about the Goonies house being back on the market?
Oh, I was gonna respond to you. That is a fabrication. It seems like every 6 months, some large. Actually, I actually responded, a large Twitter account, this one being the redheaded liberal or redheaded something like whatever.
Libertarian.
Yeah. She posted that the Goonies house was for sale. And I said, no, it's actually not for sale. It's in the process of being rebuilt into the 1985 home. And once it's done, I'll be making my way back to Astoria to film it again, since I was the last person to film what the house looked like before the renovation. As soon as I left, they started tearing it down or just tearing it up to build it back to what it looked like from the film. It's probably going to be like a museum for guests to come in when it's officially done. Right now, they're in the process of actually filming a documentary, which I think will be on Netflix. So the owners of the house. So yeah, it is not for sale.
Good to know.
I hope that answers your question. I did see your email, brother. I was gonna respond.
Angst Kitten for $5 says that B. Robbins person deleted their account after that tweet. We may never know what they look like. Maybe it was just a big troll.
Could be.
Emphasis on big.
Could be.
WG for another 50.
Holy crap.
Says correction. I was just told I confused supporting the arts with supporting something called TARDS. That makes a lot more sense, WG. You've been thinking you're supporting the arts for 5 years. Maybe you belong with us, WG. But thank you, WG, for 2 big $50 donos on this morning's live stream. Already, we're not even done. Snooty Mims over on the Rumble side gives 5 subscriptions to our Rumble crew. Shout out to Snooty Mims. Hell yes. And then SC615 for 2 says, Jay, bring back the pillow fart background.
Pillow fort.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that was in the hotel I was at. The only thing is I knew I needed something because if I could hear my neighbors, they could definitely hear me. So, because I'm loud. Not as loud as Ryan, but I get pretty loud.
Bro, like when I record videos at hotels, I imagine everyone around me hates me. Because when I record,
knock on the door and be like, "Hey, excuse me, sir."
I've never had that. No.
Okay.
Luckily, but I shout, not shout. Like I am just extremely loud when I record my videos. I just am.
Don't you set up? Like I'm saying, don't you set up like in the closet sometimes?
Fuck no.
Oh, okay. Who was that?
It's set up wherever a desk is.
Okay.
You know?
Apologies. I heard someone say like when they're in the hotel room, they try to set up in like the closet where it'd be at least they could be as loud as they possibly can.
Yeah, I figure I'm paying for the room, so
yeah.
You know,
but you're also not recording at 8, 7, 8 in the morning. I could be wrong. Maybe you are.
I try not to do it at an ungodly time. You know what I mean? But I mean, if we're on Pacific time, if we're in Vegas or something like that, if we're out there and Geeks and Gamers Daily is at 11, so it means 8 o'clock. I'm fucking hollering into the microphone. Southeastern Kaiju for 199, 31 flavors, not diverse enough. Afuera. They do have a lot of flavors. Grizzly Nightmare for 5. How do you guys like your steak cooked, and what are your preferred side dishes to go along with it? I'm a medium well guy, which I know some people will say that that's heinous or whatever. I like my meat actually cooked. I like medium well, and you got to do some kind of potato, whether it's like loaded mashed potatoes, whether it's a baked potato. So you got to go with potatoes. Sometimes throw in fries there, get double potatoes. In terms of other like asparagus, if they got good asparagus, I'll do asparagus with steak sometimes. Pretty fucking good. Those are usually
I'm a medium guy. Maybe a little medium rare, but medium. I like a freaking fat loaded baked potato. That I'm happy. Or I like rice.
Rice.
I love rice, dude. I can eat rice every day. It's a problem when I lived in Haiti. All I had was rice.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. Like I do eat rice basically every day. So if I was going out to get a steak dinner, and this is like you're splurging in this case.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what that's how I interpret the question. There's no way.
I got you. I would have to have some kind of potato, but I wouldn't. If it was between rice or potato, I would take the potato all day.
I will do loaded mashed potatoes before I do a baked potato.
What about sweet?
Just cutting out the middleman, you know?
What about sweet potato?
Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of sweet potatoes around any time that's not like Thanksgiving or whatever.
I got it.
So rather not, but sometimes. Now I just want loaded mashed potatoes.
Good stuff.
Somebody said pineapple. What the fuck? Why are you eating pineapple with that?
Who said that?
Somebody in the chat said pineapple. What's wrong with you? Doesn't make any sense. Ronan for $5 on Rumble says, since this is my birthday month, I'm happy to report I'll be watching F1 for the 3rd time, but this time in IMAX. Catch before it leaves the big screen. My goal is to watch F1 in IMAX this weekend. because it is an IMAX.
I haven't seen it yet.
Returned to IMAX. Return to IMAX. Something we thought we would be seeing next year, and maybe you could go to it in IMAX if you wanted, but I think the screens will probably be occupied, was Shrek, the next Shrek movie, Jay. But apparently we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for that.
Oh, darn.
Jay, you remember when Shrek 5 got announced, right?
Well, isn't Zendaya in it? Yeah.
And it was just, look, I think this is thrown together probably pretty quickly. The Shrek 5 cast announcement didn't go over well.
No.
650,000 dislikes to 228,000 likes. It got annihilated. As some of it was people were like, oh, I'm tired of Zendaya. A lot more of it had to do with they felt like the animation style looked very different from the Shreks that they imagined and stuff like that. Well, it has been delayed, Jay. It was supposed to release around Christmas of 2026. That has all been changed. Shrek 5 delayed to summer of 2027 after first trailer racked up 650,000 dislikes. Now, immediately, there's been a lot of speculation surrounding this. And some people think that they're going to change it. They're going to change the animation, Jay. They're going to listen to the fan feedback. They're going to listen to these things, and they're going to change it. I lean more towards this has almost nothing to do with that. And I think it was quite literally just the fact that they didn't want to have to go up against Avengers Doomsday and Dune Part 3.
Agreed.
My gut feeling. What do you think, Jay?
I agree completely. I think they're going to release it just like it was. And they realize they got to get the most bang for their buck because people aren't going to the theaters much anymore. So they just kind of shuffled it around. Like, when's it? They should just put it up against Mandalorian and Grogu and see which one will do better. That's what I think. Funny how like the Star Wars film was pushed out of the way too.
I would definitely, I think that a summer release for this movie is probably a good idea.
Agreed.
Especially with a lot of movies. And we don't know what Avengers Doomsday is going to do. Obviously, people think it's going to be rather big. I don't think it's going to be Infinity War Endgame level big, but I do think it's going to be a very big movie, regardless of whether it's any good or not, just because I think they're going to be able to generate enough excitement that it's going to be big. Dune Part 3, I hope it's good. I like the first two. I hope Dune Part 3 or Dune Messiah, whatever they actually end up calling it, is phenomenal. That's my guess as to why this is happening. I personally think that the reaction that everyone had to this felt to me like they cobbled it together very quickly to just put out an announcement.
Just to see the excitement level.
Yeah, it was not much. If you remember this, it was barely any screen time for them. It was just kind of looking at the magic mirror with like the TikTok reels.
Correct.
It's like 10 seconds of actual animation of Shrek and the family. Like it's so little that I really think it was cobbled together quick. Who knows if it'll actually look quite like this or not. But I do not believe that this is a delay in order to do a Sonic situation.
No,
I just don't.
I don't think so either. Have we seen enough Shrek? You know, Shrek 2 was like probably peak, right?
Shrek 2 is phenomenal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that was like peak, and then now we're kind of like squeezing. It's like Toy Story. It's like, do we really need more Toy Story films? First three were great. Fourth one, I missed the mark there a little bit.
Here's the thing, though. Did you see Puss in Boots: Last Wish?
Oh yeah, it was a great film.
It was phenomenal.
Great film.
That directly set up Shrek 5. If you remember when they're sailing at the end and they're returning to Far, Far Away or whatever the fuck that place is called. So you know what? Like the last thing we saw in this universe was really fucking good. Like Puss in Boots: Last Wish is an incredible movie. And so
maybe should have made another one of those. Should have done a part 2.
That was
just kind of went that way, you know.
But that was the second Puss in Boots movie, yeah?
Was it really? Man.
Come on, Jay.
All right, well, I'm off then. I'm off on that one. It's too many to keep up.
Keep up with us. Yeah, it was really good. So Shrek 5, you know what?
Awesome.
Maybe it could be good, but certainly we don't need any more Shrek.
I got to look this up.
The first two.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. It was 10 years difference. Puss in Boots was 2011, and Last Wish came out in 2022.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Don't fuck with me on my.
Yeah, no.
Shrek
I knew you were
universe.
right. I just had to see. Like, I was like, God, when did the first one come out? That came out a long time ago.
So we'll see. I can't be like, I can't wait for Shrek 5. But in terms of, hey, the last thing we saw in this universe was pretty damn good. So maybe it could be good too. We'll see. But I'm not going to hold my breath waiting for it. The first couple Shreks are really good, though.
The second one was, I've seen that multiple times.
The first and second are both very good.
Shrek 2 came out in 2004.
Yeah. Whew. The thing is, Shrek 3 and 4 really run together for me, which kind of tells you that those didn't leave a really good impact or lasting impact.
The first Shrek came out in 2001. 26 years. If it comes out next year, it'll be 26 years of the Shrek universe.
Did it come out before or after 9/11?
I just looked up Shrek. It just said 2000, 2001. I don't have the exact date.
May 18th, 2001. Yeah. Before the towers came down. Look what they took from us.
Wow.
Look what they took from us. Ministry of Wrong Thing. Jay has great genes. His genes are brown. If you know, you know.
Apparently, it was Mike yesterday saying that he was going to crap his pants during Mario Kart. So maybe you got the people wrong.
How did that happen?
I don't know. Like the clips going around. Apparently, he got so mad and so angry that he crapped his pants.
I'm gonna crap myself.
Was that what it was?
Chat will
know. Chat will know. I didn't watch it.
We got 2 more gifted memberships, gifted subscriptions from Snooty Mims over on Rumble. Thank you very much. You know what else is something that a movie that I loved when I was a kid that I desperately hope we don't see any more of? Can you guess, Jay?
I know. Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings.
You remember how the chant went? How did the chant go?
Feel the rhythm.
Yeah.
Feel the rhyme. Get on up. It's bobsled time. Cool Runnings. Yeah. The little song. We have the one Dirties and the one Junior. Yul Brenner and the Mansanka. The fastest of Olympic sprinters. Fight for Jamaica. Something like that.
It was great. John Candy. What a great film. I love Cool Runnings. Watched it a million times.
A great movie based on the true story of the, first Jamaican bobsled team. Obviously took some liberties with the story and stuff, but it's not something where, look, they win the gold medal. No, they don't. They crash, but they still finished and they still accomplished something. It was a great movie. I don't know the validity of this shit because of the source, but this has been going around today. Cool Runnings 2 is reportedly in development at Disney with an all-female bobsled team.
Please no. Please let this be some stupid rumor that never. I mean, hey, it worked out great for Ghostbusters. What could possibly go wrong? What could is there a female Jamaican bobsled team that had a similar story?
Well, obviously they were the first male bobsled team from Jamaica. I think years and years later, like 15, 20 years later, whatever that was, Jamaica, the women did make an Olympic team as well. Here's the problem, because there actually could be a story. I believe that 1 or 2 of those people were related, were like the daughters of some of these original team members. So like you could, in theory, do this story. Don't.
Yeah.
Just fucking don't. Please.
Take a pause and rethink. Yeah. Yeah, don't do it. I agree with you.
John Candy was awesome in this.
He was great.
Everybody loved Sanka, man. Him and the lucky egg. Let me kiss the egg.
I remember when, like, it's so funny because, like, one of my favorite scenes is when they feel like Canadian winter.
Yeah,
they just freezing to death. The guy's dreads break off. That was great, man. It was great.
Just let it be, please. Don't remake it.
Yeah. I don't see the. Yeah. They don't even need to remake that film. It's perfect the way it is.
Show some restraint.
Just like dub it through something. Like throw in an extra scene like maybe it was cut and then re-release that movie. You know, give it the Star Wars treatment. Add a couple little CGIs in the background and then re-release that film. People need to experience Cool Runnings if they've never watched it before.
I watched the fuck out of that. I really don't know why. I don't know what drew me to that movie. I watched Cool Runnings a lot when I was a kid.
Who were the ones they were trying to mimic? The Swedes, right? They were trying to be the Swedes. Yeah, the Swiss.
Eins.
That's right.
Spines.
Yes, right. Then they got mad. They're like, "We're not the Swiss. We're Jamaica, man."
Yeah, they had a little fight right before when they're trying to compete in the time trials. They've got them sitting in the bathtub doing the corners like while they're training. John Candy is like this kind of washed up coach who got in trouble because they cheated. They put weights in the sled and blah blah blah. And then he's kind of going through that and trying to find some redemption. And then there's a tempting thing where maybe we could do this again. All that stuff, man. It's good. And at the end, it is not some story where they win the gold medal and blah blah blah. It's like, no, they fucking crash.
Yeah,
they fucking crash. And then they stand up and they finish the thing. They finish the race, and they still
like men. They pick it up and they walk through. They didn't cry. They didn't play victim. They didn't do anything. They were men. They picked it up, and then everyone gave them a clap, and they're like, "Well, we did our best."
They earned the respect.
That's right. That's right. They did it like men. What a great movie. I think I might have to do a rewatch.
Tune in on Monday night
Hangover. Maybe we'll get
Monday night Hangover. Johnny's. Are you retarded, Jay?
Always.
I don't remember what you said.
I don't know. Could be anything.
Snacks for $1 says all female Cool Runnings. That's a lot of Curbs hit.
Maybe it'll be about the women and how like women don't belong, even though it's an all woman. It's the Women Olympics, but women don't belong.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to rewatch that movie, actually. I really want to rewatch that movie now. But that's about it for us today, Jay. We've been going an hour.
Look at that. The
crew almost is back. On the dot.
Crew is back. I'm going live in an hour on my podcast channel. Just going to catch up with everyone since I wasn't doing that show for a couple days. So 1:00, come see me over there. Welcome to the Rebellion podcast channel.
There you go.
That's about it.
I don't know what I'm doing. Figure it out. Senka, you dead, man? Yeah. AD the Demon Slayer for 5. We already had a big budget Supergirl movie back in 2007. It was called My Super Ex-Girlfriend.
Oh, there you go. Man, did you ever drink a Red Stripe Jamaican beer?
Red beer. Yeah.
It's freaking good.
It's okay. Yeah, it's fine.
I like it.
It's okay. All right. That's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back on Friday, which is tomorrow. Hope everybody has a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.
Bye, everyone.